Hey everybody, happy Friday. Like Oprah is telling us right here, congratulations, you did it. It's Friday. We've made it through the first week of what is probably going to be the strangest school year that any of us has ever had. It's certainly um, the most unique school year that I've ever been a part of. And I did my fair share of school. So we did it. We're here. It's Friday. So for today, we are going to do a few things. So first, I realized that on Wednesday, I forgot to answer the questions that you put on the teacher introduction or on the introduction Google form. So I will go through and answer a few of them now for you because I had said that I would do that. Okay. So, what kind of music do I enjoy? So I like kind of like alternative, kind of indie, electronic kind of type of stuff. Kind of, I don't know. No one genre though. I do like everything. Like I like hip hop and I like some rock music and I like, you some pop music. So I'm really pretty diverse with that. This person asks, are we going to get a lot of work? We try to make it pretty manageable for you and try to really pace it out to where you don't have to do a ton, every day. We don't want, we want people to be able to get their assignments done within like the hour and a half that you would typically have at school. So I know it's a little different for you guys since you're virtual, but you should still be able to kind of stick to that hour and a half time frame. This is a good one. Will we only be having Zooms if needed or are they required? So the Zooms are not required. The Zoom, right now anyway, the question and answer session, it's just there so that if you have questions, you can ask. If you want to just check in, that's totally fine too. But they're not required right now. I know for your math class, they are required and you have to call in and have your video on and all of that. We may have some times where we're going to have something like that, but for right now, it's more just for questions that you might have. Math is a little bit harder to do, just over a video. So they kind of need that back and forth where you're live with them. But for us, for right now, it's just optional if you have questions. Let's see. This person asked, are you funny? I don't know. I mean, sometimes I share really funny memes sometimes with my friends. I don't know. Maybe. I hope that I am. I don't know. Are you LGBTQ plus friendly? Absolutely. I'm definitely an ally, and everyone is welcome in my class and will be accepted for who they are. So if you have pronouns that you prefer, if you have a name that you prefer to go by, anything like that, if you have, issues or whatever, feel free. I'm a safe ear. Mrs. Hagelin, our counselor, is another really great person to reach out to. She is one of the sponsors of GSA, which is the Gay Straight Alliance at our school. So she's another awesome resource. Do we have to go to Zoom meetings every time we have class? No, just call in if you have questions. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? My favorite ice cream flavor is chocolate chip cookie dough, and the absolute best chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream is the Hy-Vee store brand. I know that sounds weird because usually the store brand isn't as good. It's so good. Do I like video games? Yes, but I'm so bad at them. I don't know. I never had them growing up, and I'm just terrible at them. I don't know. And then I get really frustrated. Like I'm the kind of person that I want to be like really good at everything, so I get really frustrated if I'm not. What is your favorite TV show and your favorite band? My favorite TV show is The Office and Parks and Rec. I can basically quote The Office from season 1 through season 9. It's a little bit ridiculous. And my favorite band, that's kind of hard to say, but I'll say this band called Glass Animals. They are kind of like funky, electronic, pop, rock, indie kind of weird mashup, and I just really love them. Okay. All right, great. I think that's all of the questions that we have on there. There might have been a few that I didn't get to. I'll try to do them another time, but I don't want the video to go on for too long. So we'll go ahead and get started with our agenda for today. So since today is a Friday, and on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we do Greek and Latin root words, or what you call, that's what we call them. So we're gonna keep practicing with the ones that we learned last time, and this is a super short, super easy assignment. So you're gonna just make a Quizlet. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. So you're just gonna make a Quizlet, and you're just gonna do the 3 words that we did for part 1. So you should have that slideshow still that you did on Wednesday of auto, bio, and logi, and what those 3 words mean. And you're just going to create a Quizlet with those 3 words. And the reason that we're doing this is because then the next time that we learn more words, we'll add them onto the same Quizlet, and we'll just keep adding and adding until you have all of your flashcards all together. So either log in or sign up, whichever one that you need to do, and you can just use your school account. And I'll ask you 500 questions to let you get in. Come on, little buddy. Okay. So once you get logged in, you'll be able to just click on create, and you'll create a new set, and I would call it word parts 1 or something like that. I don't know what's happening here. Okay. All right, well, I don't know why Quizlet's not working for me right now, but it's very easy. You just click on create, title it word parts unit 1, and add a new flashcard for each prefix, suffix, and root word that we've learned this session. So, I'm so sorry. I just keep yawning. It's like once I start, I can't stop. So add one for auto, and then what does auto mean? Add one for bio, what does bio mean? And one for logi, what does logi mean? And then you're just going to share the link to that Quizlet after you create it. You'll click on the share button and then copy the link and submit it here. And that's just a quick, easy little 3-point assignment, but it will also help you in studying because we will eventually have quizzes over the prefixes that we're learning. So you want to know what the prefixes mean. You don't have to worry about the sample words or anything like that. You're just worried about what is the prefix or the suffix or the root word and what does it mean. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is take notes over Schaefer method. So we didn't quite get to this in person on Wednesday. So I know that some of you already did this. So if you did, then you can skip over it and go on to the next thing. But if you did not take notes over the Schaefer method, I'm going to go ahead and link the Schaefer method video right here. And you want to take notes as you watch it. I would suggest using a Google Doc and titling it Schaefer method because this is something that we're going to be using frequently throughout the year. So I want you to be able to find it and keep track of it. Once you have finished your notes over Schaefer method, then you will work on the personal mantra assignment. I do have instructions linked on that assignment, video instructions. But one thing I did want to point out, because I do know a couple of you have already turned this in, and I apologize that we didn't have this clarified in here, but I would like you to go back and update if you've already turned it in and you didn't do this, where it says that we want you to write a paragraph. Come on. Everything's taking a long time tonight. Okay, so you're going to add that additional page to your poster and write a paragraph that explores why this mantra applies to your life and how does it help you. And you want to use the Schaefer method for that paragraph. So I don't know if I mentioned that in the assignment video or not. So that's my fault if I didn't. But if you didn't do that, then it would be great if you could go in and update your assignment so that you can see, or so that you can use that Schaefer method. And I will show you an example. And this is linked as well, right there. Okay, so here's one that I made. I kind of have a lot of different mantras, but one that I say a lot, and it used to be the background on my phone actually, is, and it wasn't this exact picture, but it was a sign that said, "Everything is going to be awesome." And so then for my paragraph, when I wanted to talk about why that's something that I relate to, okay, I used a topic sentence, so something broad and mildly controversial, like something that you have to prove. So I said, sometimes it feels hard to be positive, or like things are too complicated. And then I want to use a concrete detail. So for this assignment, you would want to use like an event from your life, right? That is, because if you have a quote or a mantra, it speaks to you because of something that happened in your life, right? There's some reason that it um, applies to you. So I said, when I had my first child, I felt overwhelmed and scared. And that's something that, a lot of people, the first time they have a child, like they bring it home from the hospital and they're like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? Right? It's kind of scary. So that was my concrete detail that I picked, because I just remember, like, I was in the middle of grad school and we had just had this little baby, and like, oh my goodness, what are we going to do? Right. So this was something that like I tried to remind myself a lot. So that's the concrete detail that I chose. And then I'm going to have 2 commentary sentences where I connect. I explain, how does this concrete detail prove what I said in my topic sentence? So I said, despite feeling this way, I always reminded myself that good things were coming. The struggles that I was experiencing would end up with a beautiful result. And then I have a concluding sentence that is sort of restating the main idea in the topic sentence, but in a different way. Reminding myself that everything is going to be awesome helps me remember to be positive even when it's difficult. So I kind of come back to that same idea of being positive even when things feel hard. Okay, so that's what you want to do, and you want to just have it like that on 2 pages. So if you have questions on anything, I will link our agenda down, or not our agenda, I will link our Zoom question and answer times down here. And then one thing that I would also love for you guys to do, if you have extra time today, is to look for a book on the library website, and that link is on our homepage. I'll take you through it one more time. I just think that right now is an awesome time to be reading. I don't know, it just makes me feel better when things are kind of crazy. So if you click on the library link, and that'll take you to our Media Center's website. And then up at the very top, books and more books. And if you click there, and then you come over here and you click on Sora, okay? And then it will load up all of the books that we have available. And so what's cool, there's, available now, there's tons. You can search by, you can search by popular subjects, and you can search by title as well. But what I really like is that you can also like read a sample. And so you can kind of get an idea of what you might want to read. And you can see they have a bunch of different options, a bunch of different books, some classic literature, some contemporary literature. This is actually an audio book, so you could listen to a book. I just think that it's really important that you find something that you would like to read. Even though you aren't physically at school, you can still get one of these ebooks. And literally all you have to do is just click borrow, and then you have it. So if you finish up that other stuff, or if you had already turned that stuff in, then what I would love for you to do for English is start looking for a book. And if you find something you like, let me know. I always want to hear new book suggestions. So please let me know if you have any questions. Message me on Canvas, send me an email, call into the Zoom question and answer sessions. however you need to get a hold of me. And I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will see you all on Tuesday.